Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. Um, yeah, I should be listing right now. However, I'm pretty tired. It's awfully late. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Um, I'm a little bit too out to go to sleep, so I thought I might throw out a video. I probably won't post this till later tonight. But I meant to list all day, and then I had to run some errands, and as I was running the errands, I was passing thrift stores, and of course I had to stop. I found some great stuff. And then before I came home, I wanted to check out this church sale somebody had told me about. It wasn't actually a sale, it's like a little thrift store that is open like 2 days a week, 2 hours at a time. So I thought I really have to check this out, and I'm so glad I did. Um, it's like this little tiny place in this little tiny town, and I think everyone there was about 80 years old, and it was fantastic. There was about 5 different rooms, and 4 of them they call their quarter rooms, and everything in these rooms are quarters. So they have their women's, and everything in there is a quarter, and they have their men's. And they have their little knickknacks, and then they have the expensive room, and the expensive room is where they put everything they thought was worth more money. And sometimes it looked like they might have gotten it right, and then other times not so much. But the fact it was still so cheap, it was ridiculous. I found a pair of Keen shoes in there that were $4, and that's what they consider expensive. Um, I also found a something called Norfolk cologne, lavender cologne, and they had that marked at $3. And when I looked it up, it sold new for $70 plus shipping. So this is literally almost a full bottle. I would say if 1/16 is missing, that's a lot. And since it's vintage, no one's getting this now, so if they want it, they would have to buy it from me. So I'm assuming I can get about $50 for this cologne, and they wanted 3. However, when I checked out, I don't know what she did, but it looked like everything broke down to about 80 cents a piece anyway, so it really worked out very well. And I got like basically members only jacket, Nike golf shirt, vintage Tommy shirt, a Talbot's dress. I mean, just great stuff. A vintage Miller's Light snapback cap. So you can find really great stuff at these church sales at much, much better pricing than you're going to find at the thrift stores. So check them out, and even call the churches, because I'm telling you, you're not even going to know they're running these things unless you know somebody who knows it. So I would definitely even just give the churches a call. Okay, let me get started. The first item I have is a Ralph Lauren polo shirt. It is the one with the teddy bear. You definitely want to look for this teddy bear. Anything with the teddy bear gets so much more money. I think, I forgot how much I sold it for, but it must have been around $60. I had one that had little teddy bears all over it. It wasn't embroidered like this one, but it had it like just literally littered all over it. And I think that sold for $40, $50, $60. I can't remember, but it was up there. So look for this. And it's just the regular label. It's Polo Ralph Lauren vintage label. I paid $4.50 for this at the Goodwill, and it sold for $40. Okay, this is an Ann Taylor women's sweater. It's lamb's wool, cable knit. It was very clean. And I paid 40 cents for this, but they were having a very strange sale with scratch-off tickets, and you get $10 off, or it was a very strange sale they had. So I have really weird pricing in here from Goodwill once in a while. This broke down after my scratch-off ticket was used to 40 cents, and it sold for $22.20. This is a pair of Clark's mules. The only weird thing about these, like normally anything I get that looks like this, that's Clark's, if I put it at the price range around $20, it sells very, very quickly. Right now I'm marking most of the Clark's up to $25 because I run sales, which will bring them down. But if it's around $20, it just seems to go so quickly. And these were very strange because they sold so quickly. Not this one, but I had 3 of them, and they were all had this pattern to them. They were all the exact same shoe. There was 2 black, there was 1 navy, and they all sold at different times within a week. I don't know what it is about this shoe. I don't know the name of it. I couldn't find out what the name of it was, but if you see this pattern, it just sells really quickly at $20. I don't know about you, but where I am, the Clarks are $4 to $5 almost all the time. Okay, so I paid $5 for this, and it sold for $28.64. Okay, this is a pair of Nike Air Max running sneakers, size 13, and this is what they look like. And if you see them, pick them up. These were $8 at the Goodwill, and they sold for $55.79. This is a pair of Born pretty similar to the Clarks as far as these mules are concerned. The $20 price tag is where it just flies out the door. I usually pay again $4 to $5 for them, and this sold for $27.64. Okay, this is okay, it's a J. Jill denim jean jacket. It was like that faded denim. I only paid $2.49 for this, and it sold for $32.20. Okay, this is not a pair. This is a women's chaps jacket. I picked this up a very long time ago. I don't pick up chaps anymore. If it says chaps Ralph Lauren, unless it's something unusual, I do not pick it up. And I only paid 99 cents for this, and it sold for $17.74, but I had it for a long time. Okay, sorry, my computer's acting a little goofy. This is a women's Ann Taylor blouse. It is silk. It is a size 14. It was vintage. And I paid 50 cents for this at the Goodwill sale, and it sold for $21.99. Alright, the next item is, oh, sorry guys, I've been on here too long. Okay, it's a Willis and Geiger shirt. Now you definitely want to look for this tag. Definitely look for that. I have been looking for it. This is the first time probably in the 2 years I've been looking for it. I've actually found one. I found it at the Salvation Army. It was $3.50. I'm not in an area that gets big names very often. You know, I will get a lot of Woolrich and Levi's and stuff like that. And we do get Brooks Brothers. Ralph Lauren, I think, is just everywhere. But as far as the higher end stuff, no, very rarely. So when I saw this, I was pretty happy. And it sold very, very quickly. I think I underpriced it because my customer told me I underpriced it. He emailed me and he's like, I think I underpaid for this, and he was so happy with it, and he felt like he just didn't even pay enough money to receive it. And he paid $47.19. So I was still happy with that on $3.50. But possibly I could have gotten more. And this was just a regular pullover. It's heavy cotton shirt, so like nothing spectacular going on. So definitely look out for that tag. Right, the next item is a pair of limited women's Drew Fit dress pants. Normally I would not pick these up unless they were like a bigger size or there's something about them if they're used. But if they're new, I almost always pick them up. And these were $4.50 at the Goodwill, and they sold for $34.64. Alright, this is a Brooks Brothers women's double-breasted blazer, plaid with gold buttons. This would have sold much quicker if it had a size tag. It did have a little bit of wear on it, but the size tag was missing, so they had to go by the measurements, and that will always slow things down. But I only paid 99 cents for this at the Salvation Army, so I did have it for a while, but on something like this, I don't mind having it for a while, and I only paid 99 cents. And eventually, it did sell for $37.74, so, you know, Brooks Brothers is always very good to get. Okay, this, I never heard of this before. It's men's HS Trask penny loafers. So I thought I'd give it a try. It was $7 at the Goodwill. And you can see I tried it at 35, but I eventually sold it at like 20 plus shipping, so it sold for $27.80. So if I found this again at $4 to $5, I would pick it up because it probably would just turn over very quickly at 20. Alright, this was just, I picked this up because it was weird. It had giraffes all over it and these big blocks of animal print, and it had wooden buttons. And here's the thing about it, and I'm so glad this wasn't returned. I put the wrong label in the pictures. Now, I try not to make mistakes, obviously, but I do. I make them in the titles, I'll leave things out, and I'll make mistakes because basically I'm doing this, I'm doing almost a full-time job on top of it, and you know, when you're doing both and burning the candle at both ends, you're going to make mistakes. So if you have little kids or you have another job or you know what I mean, do the best you can, but don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. So if this person that contacted me was like, oh my God, you know, I thought this was Chico's, I'd be like, hey, keep it. I'll give you your money back. No big deal, because the amount of times that might happen per year is probably 1 or 2 times. It's not even worth getting upset about. You know what I mean? So this, luckily, she was happy enough that maybe she didn't even notice the label. Maybe she was just going by the way it looked. So luckily that worked out. And so I got $19.69 on 50 cents with this little odd jacket. And this is a denim varsity jacket from Rockaware. This is kind of the same situation as the Brooks Brothers blazer. I only paid 99 cents for it, but I was willing to sit on it. A lot of people were looking at it, and eventually it sold for $37.49. This is where the label was supposed to go, because there it is again. This is a Chico's open cardigan. Again, nothing special. Chico's is good if you're getting it cheap enough. It does sell. This, I paid 50 cents for this at the Goodwill, and it sold for $20.19. And the last thing I have on eBay, this was really good. This is a Tommy Bahama shirt. A Tommy Bahama isn't bad. But it really, what I notice, it depends on the pattern. It depends on what you're getting. I mean, the more it's like this, like look at this. You have pinup girls sitting in martini glasses. I mean, this is perfect. And it was a size 2XL, and it's 100% silk, so it had everything kind of going for it. It was really clean. It was really nice. And it was $4.50 at the Goodwill, and it sold very quickly for $40. Okay, that's all I have on eBay, and we'll go on to Etsy, and eventually it will come up. Alright, this is a vintage 1996 Warner Brothers bank, a little tin bank, and it was really small. It was only, it's like a 4-inch square. And I paid 50 cents for it at the Goodwill. I just wanted to give it a try. And it sold for $12.28. This, you definitely want to look out for. I saw this at a church sale, and this was pretty interesting. So here's this 70s mug, and here's this like naked guy sitting in a chair, and he's giving a balloon to a horse. And on the horse's back is a naked girl holding a flower. So you gotta get that because it's just weird enough to get. And it took me a while to figure out what it was, like, because I couldn't make out the writing. And it says 1978, and then there's scribbling. And then in the very end, I made out that said San Francisco, and that's how I found other mugs and found other people selling it. And it's, let's see, let's go back up here. It is a Taylor and NG vintage mug. They make others. Actually, this is like the less valuable mug. This design that I showed you is the less valuable one. They have different ones. And this one sold for $26.54, and I only paid $1. So definitely keep your eye out for this, and keep your eye out for that little scribbling with San Francisco on the end, because some of them I think we're getting like $30 or $40. Okay, the next is a tin. I do well with vintage tins. I'll sell them, you know, I don't find them all the time, but when I do, I pick them up. I've sold several. This is Helen Paul Red Tulips, and it's not because I know that when I see it. It's because I had it written on there, luckily. And it was in very, very good condition. I mean, look how clean this is. And it was $1 at the Goodwill, and it sold on Etsy for $23.34. And the last item I have is this little vase. And this was really cool. It was very small. It was only like 3.5 inches tall. It was only 6.5 inches wide, the widest point. And it's Murano. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last part of that name. So I'll just show you the tag. Let me zoom in so you can see this tag. I didn't know it when I saw it. I just thought it was interesting enough to look up. And of course it says made in Italy. That makes me want to look it up more. And you want to look out for this because the bigger ones, the bigger vases and art glass sell for a lot more money. So you could be looking at $50 or $60, $70 for the bigger pieces. So look for that tag. And yeah, because this sold for $32.59, this little piece. Alright, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.